Today's top news headlines. Manipur sees 346 COVID-19 fresh cases, 5 deaths. Indo-Myanmar border to be sealed from February 1. President Govind hails schemes fight against pandemic. And when Uttar Pradesh was burning, those in power were celebrating, says Modi. Good evening and welcome to Pony Television English News at 7 p.m. I'm Loving Rimai giving you the latest news update. Manipur on Monday reported 346 coronavirus new cases and 5 deaths. Manipur COVID-19 Command Control Room said the positivity rate was 17.6%. The state's COVID tally has spiked to 133,256, while the death toll has climbed to 2,046. The state COVID-19 Command Control Room in a release said the fresh infections were detected after testing 1,971 samples in the past 24 hours. It added that 262 persons were discharged. With 209,918 people testing positive for the coronavirus infection in a day, India's total tally of cases increased to over 4.13 crore, according to Union Health Ministry data updated on Monday. The death toll has climbed to 4,95,050, with 959 fatalities reported in a span of 24 hours, the data updated at 8 a.m. showed. The active cases decreased by 53,669 to reach 18,31,268 and comprise 4.43% of the total infections, while the country's recovery rate stands at 94.37%, the ministry said. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 15.77%, while the weekly positivity rate was 15.75%, it said. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease increased to 3,89,76,122, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.20%, the ministry said. After the Sunday update, the total number of infections stands at 4,13,02,440, it said. Meanwhile, the cumulative number of anti-COVID vaccine doses administered in the country so far has crossed 166.03 crore. Following a sharp rise in COVID-19, Omicron positive cases from neighboring Tamil areas of Myanmar has been reported. The Tengnopal District Deputy Commissioner has issued an order sealing Indo-Myanmar border from February 1 to prevent further infection. The order appealed to the general public to adhere strictly to the guidelines released by the government. Any action meted out to individual going against the guidelines shall be the responsibility of the individual concerned, the order mentioned. President Ramnath Kovind on Monday listed the government's achievements amid the COVID-19 crisis, especially steps to fight the pandemic and to aid farmers and women, and called for more hard work to build a modern India by the centenary of independence in 2047. In his address to a joint session of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha at the start of Parliament's budget session, Kovind began by paying tribute to the nation's freedom fighters on the 75th anniversary of India's independence and said the government is laying the foundation for the next 25 years with the mantra of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas or Sabka Prayas to make the country more self-reliant. Today, the country's achievements and successes are as limitless as the country's potential and possibilities. These achievements are not of one institution or establishment. These are the collective achievements of more than 1 billion citizens of our country. These are the fruits of the labor and sweat of 1 billion-plus people, he said, speaking in Hindi. The President's speech at the start of the budget session usually highlights the government's achievements over the past year and routines and outlines targets and plans for the future. Noting that this is the third successive year that India and the world have been affected by COVID-19, Kovind lauded the central and state government's frontline workers, nurses, doctors, scientists and entrepreneurs for working as a team to play the country cope with the pandemic. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday targeted the previous Akhilesh Yadav-led Samajwadi Party government, calling it a regime run by rioters and muscle men. Addressing a virtual rally in poll-bound Uttar Pradesh, Modi said when Western UP was burning due to riots, those in power were celebrating. 5 years ago, rioters, muscle men, used to be low up to themselves in UP, he added. He said traders were looted and daughters could not come out of their homes 5 years ago in the state. In a dig aimed at Yadav's initial remarks on COVID vaccines, Modi said those who don't believe in India's own COVID vaccine and full rumors, can they respect talent of UP's youth? Further, the Prime Minister said that the previous regime built only 73 houses in Gautam Budh Nagar during their tenure of 5 years, while the Yogi Adityanath-led government has built about 23,000 houses in 5 years for the urban poor. Only 800 houses were built in Shamli, Muzaffarnagar and Baghpat cities by the Samajwadi government during its entire tenure, he also said, adding, while Yogi government has given houses to more than 33,000 poor people in these 3 cities. Elections for 403 assembly seats in Uttar Pradesh will commence from February 10 in 7 phases. The second phase of the Uttar Pradesh elections will be held on February 14, the third phase on February 28, the fourth phase on February 23, the fifth phase on February 27th, the sixth phase on March 3, and the seventh and the last phase will be conducted on March 7. The Election Commission will count votes on March 10. Imphal West Chief Judicial Magistrate Yenkom Somorjit, aged 46 years, son of Y. Kunja Babu from Kokching Mayai Lekai, was killed following a major road mishap last night. A report said he was returning from Kongjom towards Imphal when the bolero in which he was traveling crashed into a stone block at Uningkong area near Wangjing along National Highway 102. He was rushed to Thawal District Hospital where the doctors declared him brought death. Yenkom Somorjit was also holding the post of secretary at District Legal Services Authority, Imphal West. Dingang Lung alias Dipu Gangmei from Numba constituency has expressed pleasure over getting BJP ticket for the scheduled Manipur polls 2022. Speaking to the media at his residence in Imphal's Tangmeiban, Dingang Lung thanked Prime Minister, Home Minister, BJP National President, Manipur Chief Minister, BJP State President and BJP workers for allotting BJP ticket to him. He sought collective support from all, including intending candidates, in the ensuing polls to defeat Congress. He appealed that no one should blame BJP leaders for ticket denial. He also said disapproval and burning of party flags should be stopped, adding that the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP is a highly disciplined party.
A national party, a largest party in the largest democracy in the world. Sida party leadership, strong leadership, Honorable Prime Minister gi makha, decisive oiba leaders ama makha da thabak tawningai haina ai BJP se join tawjabani adu akoi state da su akoi Honorable Chief Minister yamna strong oina decisive oina akoi Manipur jati yamna leiraba sigumba concept yam afaba akoi Honorable Chief Minister na haibagumna leikon amagumna lei afaba loina mage identity oina saraga leiba Manipur oihansi haibage concept to yamna appealing oiba adugumba leadership makhada akoi ai se thabak suge haina asi se decide tawraga ai se thadokpani.
Ningthaujam Joy Kumar, who was preparing to contest in the Manipur polls on BJP ticket from Bishnupur constituency, has resigned from the primary membership of BJP after he missed the party ticket. However, he said he will join the fray in order to serve the people of Bishnupur constituency. Joy Kumar said he may join a fresh political party or contest the polls as an independent candidate.
Bharatiya Janata Party Bishnupur Mandal ki makhada hokhiba sahi kharadagi hona ayang active service pijarakpa lamdam sigi praja singi asiena awana amadi corona gi misi mina marakta BJP mahut sinduna honajarakpa asiguma kyamarum sing asi makhada Bishnupur gi praja singna consensus candidate amani an lauthok piraga Bishnupur manung leiba mioi sing mayam na khanar matungda ayu ticket tanana bino thadok pirakani adu handak piriba BJP ki ticket ki thong sida praja singna penadabana maram moiduna ngasidi Bishnupur praja singna apamagi matungina ahakna Bharatiya Janata Party Bishnupur koi mandala si makhada leba se asidagi ai primary membership tagi resign tokjare.
Let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Karigumba dom yumda laiba anaba singi hida kappa dressing tauba blood sample loba rice tube hapa catheterization hapa enema tobinaba experience lairaba nurse amati doctor thibada awaba thengnabirabadi wabiraganu Medland Home Nursing Care Service Manipurna pung kunmari chukna adom yumda latuna hida kappa injection piba dressing tauba feeding tube hapa catheter hapa amadi makhal kya ge anaba sing experience lairaba doctor amadi nursing tuna mating pangzari akupa marol gi damak Medland gi helpline number 9205987988 amukasu 9205987988 ta call tuna tanabiu natraga Google Play Store gi Medland app download tawduna booking tawi.
Welcome back after the break. Gonthojum Thoiba, president of All Manipur Progressive Farmer Association, appealed to the concerned department to look into fertilizer issue facing the farmers of the state. At a press meet at Manipur Press Club in Imphal, Gonthojum Thoiba said the farmers have been facing shortage of fertilizer, disrupting cultivation. He claimed that tons of fertilizer has been taken out from the godowns by ministers and MLAs, but no one knows who are using them. He expressed doubt that if the fertilizers were using in poppy plantation. He appealed to all concerned to look into the matter in the interest of the farming community.
Harpibiki systems. Kogi maruina Manipur da hargi awabu oribasi agriculture department na lokphomga maphomga phajana survey tawraga pidaba aduga minister achaw asang singsina dio letter amadi khangna chanabada lo logibsina maphom gondana lo logibsina hargi awabsi oibane masina su ekoigi aroma sedal lambi ama nakanda ngasagi popi pambi thabada natra topa hiram kayada ko urea sing sinabagi kibasina maram orakanda Manipur da harsi tangbagi maram amasu oi aduna view creating minister singsina lomi gi sugumba tangai phadaba thawk sing asida makoina miyang changdana nium chuna piragadi Manipur da lomi singna urea hargi awaba sunglai lero haba wafam se itamje.
N. Sorojini, an intending candidate from Kumbi constituency, said she will continue to work for the people of the constituency. She stated this after she was denied BJP ticket for the state assembly polls. Sorojini said she will fight the polls on the ticket of a political party or as an independent candidate. She also said she will work for all-round development, including better connectivity for Kumbi constituency, and sought support from everyone.
Party ticket, BJP party ticket phangde hairagasu hena puning thawatre hena hade ai bu nungsibi ba haitare hena nungsiba hena chakti piningba gi wakhalwal hena noma gi dum hakapa dum hengalai aingonda hantaba kaisu leite adagi amaromda mokchu miyamnasu ai bu hena mateng pangbiu adagi nupi ama oina tasengna harabada ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯇꯣꯞ ꯂꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯀꯨꯝꯕꯤ ꯀꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯊꯧꯔꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯊꯃꯣꯏ ꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯇꯧꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟꯁꯨ ꯑꯩ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯑꯗꯨꯝꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯡꯕꯤꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯅꯤꯡꯕꯗꯤ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯕꯥ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯀꯠꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯃꯁꯨ ꯑꯩ ꯐꯣꯡꯗꯣꯛꯆꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ.
All committees and morchas under BJP Tamil Mandal have resigned en masse on Monday. They resigned from the primary membership of BJP, expressing displeasure over non-allotment of party ticket to Humay Liabo, an intending candidate. They say the BJP ticket has been given to an unknown intending candidate. Humay Liabo resigned as president of BJP Tamil Mandal. It may be mentioned that the BJP ticket for Tamil SD constituency has been allotted to Wilubo Numai. Enraged workers and supporters of MLA P. Sarachandra of Moirang held a meeting at Moirang Fairembam Mandop after P. Sarachandra was denied BJP ticket. The BJP announced its candidate list for the state polls yesterday. At the meeting, Yuva Morcha, Mahila Morcha, Mandal members, councillors and ward members strongly condemned the BJP leader for leaving out P. Sarachandra. MLA P. Sarachandra said the decision of the BJP leaders was welcomed, adding that the Mandal and committee members will have discussion to decide the next step.
mayamgi karigumba khara ikona sabat torbodugi tanja se ikoi landuni hedre logudabani mayamgi sabat tobai se numai ba hedre mali wakalon dugani ikona rajniti yaurpa adu angapani kunsi se ahanba election thenaba nikubado sahiye duda.
A one-day awareness program on psychoactive substance use was held at Awang Potangbam Kulen on Monday. The program, sponsored by Manipur Social Welfare Department, was organized by Ushin.
Doctor advice the mang the chali banga that you can judge the sugar of the lesson ama oi have a moida paramatan be the to eva the sukaide suru takboka sukaide kwata baka sukaide ganda tabaka sukaide takboka sukaide the kan here the mind of the even you mama sarasu the hafta koi you sebi sabi ba koi mystery the bokta kita awa pathana bdinda pathana bagi upai se you do to patha haleba masi situation the hongdok ma changbra na khale songi modni
Before we wrap up today's bulletin, the top news headlines once again. Manipur sees 346 COVID-19 fresh cases, 5 deaths. Indo-Myanmar border to be sealed from February 1. President Govind Hill's schemes fight against pandemic. And when UP was burning, those in power were celebrating, says Modi. That is the end of the bulletin. For the English news at 7 p.m. Stay tuned to Pony Television for more updates.